Anthony Albanese hasn't embraced this idea of a national cabinet on this issue. But what pains me is this has all been so obvious for so long. As I mentioned at the top of the show, it was on October the 8th and 9th, 15 months ago, when we were saying there was too much weakness right at the outset in the response to the October the 7th atrocities. And that weakness has indeed increased the problem. At no stage has the government, federal or state, actually done anything.
It was painfully predictable, Chris. And when you saw, just as news of the atrocities was still breaking and people gathered on the streets of the electorate of Tony Burke, the Minister for Multiculturalism and Home Affairs, and praised those attacks and let off fireworks in jubilant celebration of those attacks, and it took weeks for that to be condemned. When you had on university encampments open praise for terrorism, people holding aloft the portraits of terrorist leaders, when you have cries for the destruction of the state of Israel and the annihilation of its Jewish population, and the education minister talks about those slogans and chants meaning different things to different people, it creates the leeway in which extremism thrives. It's not merely a matter for the federal government. We have to be fair, because university vice chancellors, community leaders, and when we're living in a time when influence is diffuse and social media influencers have enormous sway over public opinion, and they're either turning on the Jewish community or remaining silent and complicit, that's an enormous part of the problem as well.